plan is, because I'm tired of my tools being all, they're not, that one's not terrible, but there's a lot of them, they ain't shiny. They're not, I don't know. So I got this bucket of water. I don't want to put these in water, because, or at least this part, because I don't want it to rust inside. The rest of these, I'll probably soak in there and then dry off with these. And for this and whatnot, I'll use probably Carb Clean and degreaser. So, and this is technically stainless. So I'm gonna just start with the easy stuff and just throw that in there, because yeah. And there's just a bunch of stuff and things and whatnots. So I guess I'm gonna just, I'll use paper towel for this, but I'm just trying to get some of this dirt out because it had been bugging me, and it's like you're dirty before you even start wrenching. So that's the plan, just to clean out my toolbox. And I have a bunch more tools down there and whatnot, but it's like you can just see there's little things all over the place. More of that junk right in here. So I'm gonna just, yeah. Okay, so these, those soak. Guess that'll get something. Like, and look at the inside of the sockets. Like, it's just packed with dirt, and let me show you here. Yeah, you can see inside those sockets that are just packed with dirt. And so I'm just trying to clean that out and, you know, whatever. Because I've rebuilt now 2.5 or 3 engines, whatever you want to say, on this tool set. So I've had it since Christmas, so I've had it for 6 months. I guess we can just dump some of this in there. Yeah, but that water's already dirty. So, and this is where the wrenches go. So I have all the wrenches soaking in this, and I want to clean that out first. And then once this is clean, I'll go onto the individual sockets because I don't want to lose track of whatnot. And some are worse than others, so I can get a toothbrush and scrub inside of them. And then I have the rest of my tools down there, in a bin, or not in a bin, but in a case, whatever. And then I need to clean the outside of the tool set and whatnot. So we'll start there, then we'll continue on. Because I rebuilt the Plymouth engine, the 1950 Plymouth. And so that was the second one. The first one really with this was my Camaro, I guess you could say. And then just today I did a live stream. If you want to go watch that after watching this, I'll answer questions if you have any about what it was. But I'm gonna get the old 305 out, the El Camino. I'm gonna put in like a mail truck or a Miata or something, and I want to get all the parts for the engine off of Temu. I don't know, just an idea. It'll probably blow up and not work, but that's fine. So yeah, like, I don't know, I need you guys to decide. I'll probably do the guy who built an LS, he's on Instagram and TikTok, whatnot, but he built a Temu LS, kind of that same idea. But and then the guy who let his comments choose what color he painted his truck, kind of that too, because I kind of want to do, I don't know, basically if you subscribe and you stay and do the things and whatnot, eventually you'll get from the next project. I think it'd be cool if you guys decide, like, you guys almost build it, but I just do the work and pay for it, because fair trade, you know. Yeah, so that's a lot cleaner than this, you can see now. guess this isn't too bad. I'll just wipe this off. Okay. Now, how do those look? Those are looking a little better, but still could probably use some more soaking to whatever, and I'll still have some more cleaning to do up here before I put those wrenches back in. So yeah, if you have any questions about the 305 that I was just working on, and this is partially why I'm cleaning them, because you can just see these sockets are packed full of dirt. Like, here's a clean one, and these are the ones the insides are black. So that's why I'm doing this, because it was burning so much oil, and it was so bad. Anyway, and so if you have any questions about that, then just let me know, because okay. I'm gonna dry these off. Hopefully they don't rust if I get them dry enough. I guess I'll dry the individual one off. Hey, 10mm. We'll make sure to keep that in a safe spot. Okay. Put it over here. Yeah, a lot more shiny. A lot better. Like, they're never going to be perfect because they're obviously used and they get beat on, but I just want to get some of the dirt off, just to make it a little more bearable to work with. So make sure, if you want to see the progress of my Camaro and all the cars, you can go look at my page, and then you can also subscribe and like, and do the stuff. We have 7 use. So how many would you guys want me to do? Like POV drives, like if I mount the phone on the dash and then like drive around. Would you guys want me to do that? I think that'd be cool. Let me know. Okay. Now, well, that's clean. I will go. I don't know. Some of these I just need to wipe out the inside, but some of these definitely need to be cleaned and polished, and I don't know what they need to do, but it's bad. I'm gonna put these in the order that they came out, and then I'll clean the underneath of it. Then I'll clean the actual sockets. Yeah, because you can see how bad dirty that is. So I guess I can. Okay. Yeah, just because it's like, it's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be more bearable to use the tools when they're not dirty before you already start using them. So that'll be better. Okay. So now there's a little cleaner. It's not perfect and it never will be, but I can use. That's some crap in there. Okay, so there we go. Now do some more cleaning here and dry it out, and then clean the sockets. Okay. Alright, so now we'll go through and just clean sockets if they need it. If they don't need it, like this one's perfect. I don't use some of these very much. I'll just leave it. But some of these are not so perfect, and I don't want to get them. Yeah, they're just... Okay. Yeah, like some of these, see, they're not too bad. And this one's about the last good one, and then we get into some real dirty ones. Just like this one, completely black inside. So I'm gonna let those two soak. That's the 9/16 and 5/8. So those ones are used a little more often. Like some of these just need to be wiped down. Uh, 11/16. And here's another one that just needs to be wiped down. It's like they're dirty, but they're not bad. Like those ones are bad. They're half of the weight of them is dirt. Okay. See those. So I'm gonna let those soak. I'll clean this next. Okay, this I'm just gonna wipe down using a... Well, I guess we can get this one wet and wipe them down with. So I don't want to get this too wet and rust inside or anything. I just need it to be clean. Okay, and I'll use... I hate when the tips of these break off because they're practically useless, but they'll still... So I can still use it if I'm careful enough. Then we'll just dry that off. And there's all the dirt from that. Okay. So like it's not perfect, but better than it was, that's for sure. Yeah, these two you can already see pretty good difference. Do I got something to scrub that with? I guess I'll use these. That'll get some of the dirt out of there. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's helping a little bit. Well, they'll soak a little longer. Let me find a toothbrush or something. If you want to see, so let's see here. All right, so that's clean. Now I don't know where a toothbrush is, but I'll just, it might be easier if I found one, but I'll just continue to use this for now. This works. Would you guys like to see, I know I already asked, but would you like to see like POV drives? Like if I mounted the phone on like the dash or whatnot. And then, it's kind of hard because I use my phone as the speedometer for the car because the El Camino doesn't have a speedometer working right now because we have to get a driver because it's LS swapped. And so that's kind of a pain, but yeah, so that's a lot better. What's that, 5/8, okay. And so once I get that, then I'll probably do more, but we'll see. I might just do a quick 20-minute one tonight type of thing and see what happens. See if people like that. And then if they do, then I'll continue on, you know? But if not, then I don't know. Look how much dirt's coming out of there. Yeah, even more. Here's another rag. There we go. All right. Good enough. Dry that off. All right. Now this is pretty clean. I don't know, I'm not gonna get much cleaner. So, I guess I will. Now this is another pretty dirty one. You see that versus that. Pretty dirty. So I guess I'll switch these. Put this one back. And there we go. So now we do this one, which I don't know how I'm gonna do because there's a lot more stuff. Probably one row at a time. And just move this way. Yep, here's a piece from the 305 valve cover gasket. I mean, they're crumbly and worn and oily, and they were bad. But okay, so I guess I'll just go through and clean kind of again like this. Maybe I take all this out. Ooh, why do I have a Sharpie? Sure. Batteries, I guess. And yeah, like look at all that crap coming out of there. Okay. Jeez. Like, look at this. That's like, I don't even know how leaves get in a tool set. I don't want to make a mess. How do I get that out of there? Oh, that towel's done. Maybe I'll move the rest of my tools so I don't get dirty, because that's kind of defeating the purpose. Alright, so carpet clean maybe? It goes everywhere. It's a slow process, but I don't know. We'll get there. If one thing with not very many tools took 20 minutes, this will probably take double that time. But that's fine, because then I can actually use this enjoyably and not have a mess. Okay, so I wonder if I could hook up like YouTube to like my dash cam and like live stream off of that. I don't know. That might be a possibility. We'll see. And do like a POV stream, driving stream. Oh, there's a bug. And how lovely. We could do like a POV drive stream thingy. I could try, because I have a good mount. I just have to figure out something for my speedometer thingy, because yeah, it's kind of a problem not having a speedometer right now. Like, it's not bad, like, it could be worse, but it's just kind of annoying. I guess this will just... I mean, I could spend $400 and solve the problem, but that's money that I don't have right now. I applied at O'Reilly's and I had them interview and stuff, but they just take forever to get back to you. And, like, it wasn't even really an interview. It was showing, like, inventory and stuff. Like, I assume they was hired. They just have to reach out to, like, my references or however you do that. And they said until they respond, they can't do anything. So I don't get a response until they get a response. So kind of annoying, but whatever. Okay. That goes there. This one's hardly used, but we'll still wipe it off. And this is another one of those just random screwdriver, screwy things, whatever, that I just keep in here because you never know when you'll need a beer opener and screwdriver and a 2-inch measuring thing. Sure. Alright. Carb clean. This light smells like hot. Am I gonna like die? I'll be fine. I don't know if that's supposed to come off or not. Whatever. Okay, so there we go. Clean enough. Batteries. More batteries. I have batteries for like a light thing. I don't even know. I just have them in here because why not, you know? Okay, carb clean. I should probably not be spraying carb clean next to a really hot incandescent light. That sounds like a great mix. Okay, so we clean that. I guess we'll just start with these long sockets. And I'm just gonna... I'll just do the same thing I did last time. Put them out. Oh, they're sticky. What the heck? Put them out like this. Wipe off the ones that don't need too much cleaning. Put the ones that do need cleaning in there. And also clean this. Okay, this one. Sure. This one, same thing. Yeah. These long sockets get dirty for some reason. A little dirty, but not bad. So, put that one there. A little dirty, but again, not bad. Same with this one. And what about 10mm? Not too bad. So now we take our whatever this thing is and I'm gonna just, it's not gonna get very deep because these are deep sockets, that whatever, but it'll do something. I'm just falling apart. I'm just throwing everything everywhere. Okay. Where's the socket? Here it is. I'll just stuff the paper towel down there. And it ain't gonna be perfect, but it'll be cleaner, and that's all I need right now. Okay, so and 1/2. Like, it's not perfect, but it cleans it a little bit, and right now that's all I care. Because, yeah. And hopefully I dry these enough that, I mean, they're stainless or whatever, so they shouldn't rust, but that's in theory, so it probably will rust. But I guess it's better than being slimy and greasy and disgusting. And they're just gonna get, I'm just cleaning them to get them more dirty again. It's more of a weight reduction thing, you know? Clean all the grease and crap off to, you know, things and stuff. It's nice and shiny now. Or nice and clean. Not shiny, but I mean, it's kind of shiny. Okay. You know, I think I'll do a POV live streaming thing bobber tonight. And I'll go to Daniels Park. It's like a 10-minute drive, 20 both ways. So, not like super long, but it'll be something. If people like it, then I'll be able to tell in 20 minutes or whatever. Okay. Because the only way I can tell my speed other than the app I have is with the RPMs. So 45 to, well, it's really, 45 to like 50 is 1500 or around that. So if it gives me about a 5-mile-an-hour range. And then on the highway, around 65 to 70, 75-ish is around 2,000 RPMs. 30 or 25 to 35 is like, it's like idle. It's like at 900 RPM, 1,000 RPM. So it's like, I can kind of tell. It gives me a range. Like, these just need a wipe down, because I don't even know what these are used for. Well, I guess they're the star, but just for this instead of a screw attachment. So I haven't used them very much. Or for some of them I haven't used it at all. Okay, we'll let that soak for a little longer. And then we'll flip it around and do this side. Because some of these, I mean, these are even worse than the others, but like, if you can see how dirty that is in there. No bueno. Okay, and then we'll wipe this down because that's also really dirty. Okay, there we go. Set that over here. It's like, it's not gonna be perfect, but it'll be something. Okay, we're just gonna... So here's a little trick to get some more fluid out. If there's still fluid, just squeeze it and build pressure, and then you get a little more. Works like 80% of the time. Okay. Alright, we'll start with the, well, yeah, we'll start with this row. Right here. Same thing, whichever ones need to be cleaned, I'll clean, whichever ones don't, I won't. Here. This one just needs a wipe down. This one just clean it a little bit. This one, throw it in there. Guess we'll take this out. Could be better, could be worse. So, good enough. Same thing. Just wipe it off. It's 3/8. That one goes in there. That one goes in there. That one.
Oh, you're starving. Come on, sir. What are you doing? That should be a nice shirt. It's got grease all over it.
That was from today. Whenever parked the community.
Oh.
It's 11/16. There we go. Guess we'll start on these ones. These ones are fine. Well, I guess here. This one could be a little cleaner. Could be better, could be worse. So, good enough. Alright. Good enough. So, I guess we'll start with these. What time is it? Sunset's at like 7, so I'll head up there a little bit before then. Uh, 7/16. Okay. Now we'll do this 9/16, I think. Yep. Can you guys hear me fine? I think so. Let's see. I have it going on my iPad, so we'll see what it sounds like. I didn't even check that, you know. You guys hear me fine? Yeah, you're good. Okay. I'll just double check. Yeah, look at that. Just gonna make this paper towel real dirty. We're getting some stuff out. It's not all coming out because it just doesn't do that. Because, you know, nothing can be easy. nice on the cut there. You really want brake clean in all your cuts and areas, you know, hangnails, and it just feels great, okay? Not perfect, but better. Now this one. Yeah, look at that. Just keeps towel. Okay. Not perfect, but halfway gooderish. So good enough. So that only took 20 minutes. Now, we get this, and most of this is pretty clean, just dusty. This stuff I need to take the wire brush to because it got rain on it in the back of the El Camino. Because the weather stripping isn't the best on the topper, and so it leaked and rusted some of those, so that's what I'll do with this. But otherwise most of this is pretty clean. Kind of. Okay. Alright. I totally just put that in backwards. That's fine. Okay, this one I'm just gonna... Sure. Brake clean. And that should mostly clean out everything. Man, I keep getting it in my one cut. Oh yeah, that's pretty dirty in there. This little adapter. I don't know if there's anything that needs to be soaked, just all kind of needs to be wiped down. Some of this is just dirty from other tools dropping in grease into there. Like dirty by association, you know? Basically, that's, yeah. And these, I'll take a metal brush too. Same with some of these. Let's see, well, let's see if it comes off of just wiping up. Metal brush is what it'll take. How do these leaves even get in here? Not perfect, but it's better. Make sure, you know, if you want to see what these tools are used on, whatnot, you know, subscribe. How do I like Huskies tools? They're good. I mean, this set for, it's quarter, 3/8, and half, like whatever. all this, I'll show you here. And then, so here's it comes with 3 things like this. Here's the half, here's the 3/8, and here's the quarter. And it comes with all those tools. I got it for Christmas. My grandpa gave it to me, or got it for me for Christmas. It was or not 100. Normally it's 119. I got it for 99, and I've rebuilt basically 3 engines with these tools, and I've had no problems with them.
Okay, if I give you money, do you want to go get yourself some milk?
Sure.
I'll come with you. It's up Lawrence Bob.
Let me finish this.
What you working on?
Cleaning stuff.
Organizing or cleaning? Oh.
So
Well, that's exciting. What are you cleaning?
the grease off of the sockets.
Oh, so you're cleaning tools, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for under $100, this is a really good set. My dad's had a set that he got in high school. It's just a little box, but it's probably $50 set in today's standards, and he's had them for 32 years, and we've only broken 1 socket, and that was 6 months ago after we started, and that was after I think it was torquing down something that it was doing something that it wasn't supposed to do or not meant to do, and that's why it broke. But for $300 or so, or not $300, $100, these tools I'm sure will last just as long as my dad's set that he got in high school. That was probably like $50. So yeah, I like them, and it has all these nice compartments and extra little spaces it comes with all of basically everything you would ask for. Here's all the stuff in the 3/8, long sockets. There's nothing I haven't not had that I needed. And then the biggest of them all, there's this whole set up here, and this one, yeah, it's they'll take some beating too. But it's this one doesn't come with any long sockets, but I find that I've never needed a long socket for this big a size. I'm gonna use this for head bolts and whatever, and these are relatively medium sized sockets. They're good size, whatever. And then let me put these down and show you the case they come in. Okay, so and then they come in this case here. It's kind of hard to see. I'll just show you here. And so it just slides in and out, and it's real nice. You can just take each level out, or you can just slide it out, get what you need. So I find that really convenient. Corvette sticker and whatnot, but this is a good set for $120 regularly, $99 on sale. But I haven't had an issue. My dad hasn't had an issue with Husky tools in 30 years, so for what you get, they're a good brand. Okay, well, that's cleaned up mostly. So yeah, if you guys want to subscribe, that'd be awesome. Because later today I'll do a POV drive in my El Camino probably, or the Plymouth or Saab. I don't know. I'll see what I feel like driving up to Daniels Park for the sunset, and I think I'd have my phone set up. So if you want to watch that, make sure you subscribe and like and notifications and all the stuff that whatever. So yeah, I guess I clean this real quick. Then I'll live stream and have another one in an hour or 2 for sunset. So yeah. I haven't used this mirror too much, but when I do use it or need something like this, it comes in handy, so I don't always keep something like this in here. Okay, so there's that. And I mean, the only thing that I think is a little cheap about this set, but what do you expect for a good deal, is these little tabs here are kind of a pain to shut, but they shut just fine usually. Sometimes they can take some encouragement, but it's not like it's a big deal. Okay, well, that about does it. It's all cleaned up now. So I guess, yeah, because I can clean up and throw away some stuff. And then, oh, also this is another thing I keep in there is just a spark plug holder. That's one thing I wish it came with, but it didn't. But what do you expect? I mean, these are like $5 probably at Harbor Freight, or $1 at Harbor Freight. Spark plug holder. So I just keep that back here. And I also keep this mirror, this back stuff behind there. And then it closes real nice. And it has little handles and whatnot, that's kind of nice. But I guess I clean up my mess. And then in a few hours, an hour probably, for sunset, I'll go and do a POV drive in El Camino or something. So yeah, Craftsman is decent, but I don't know, for Husky, what you get, I like what it is. Like, they're for the bang for your buck. Let me see if I can find my dad's set. My dad's set is down here. Let me take this out. I'll show you my dad's set. So my grandpa has a lot of Craftsman, but it's like they're not bad tools, but they're kind of weird, I would agree. Yeah, so here, this is my dad's set. He's had this for 30 plus years. Same thing, has this little compartment for your ratchets, but it has a lot of stuff. I mean, mine has a little more, but in today's standard, you get something like this for like $50 probably when you get a decent amount. There's just some star pattern stuff and some random things that you won't get, but if you want to spend $100, you get what I have. If you want to spend a little less, if like $50, you get all this stuff. I mean, that's about what you get. And these are, again, this is from the 90s and it's held up, so. And there's only one broken socket from using it improperly, torquing something that shouldn't have been torqued with these, because these are chrome sockets, not torque rated. So yeah. But I mean, I've torqued a lot of stuff and they haven't broken, so as long as you're not doing head bolts with them or something like 100 plus foot-pounds, 80 plus foot-pounds, then they won't break. I mean, if you want, I can. Yeah, I mean, they sell my set at Home Depot, and I saw it for 120, like I said the other day, or I'm sure online, Amazon, whatever, you can get them. But Husky, for what it is, it's really nice. And you can probably spend $200 and get double the tools of what's in here. So, yeah. Like I said, I've rebuilt a bunch of engines with them and don't have any complaints. I just keep it in the back of my car in this little box, or not little, but it's 1.5 feet, 2 feet by a foot, or 10 inches, so it's not too bad. And it has handles, so it's easy to carry. So, yeah. Yeah, so about an hour out live again. Yeah, I mean, like, for me, I've used these really heavy compared to what a normal person would, like, just like someone like you would, do little maintenance on vehicles and, whatever. That it'll last forever. Like there's no, I've had no complaints with it. Like this, I've used these almost every day for 6 months and haven't had a problem with them. And it's not easy use either. Like it's full blown everything. I mean, it's head bolts, it's hard, whatever. So it's a good set. Home Depot has them. I'm sure you can just look up Husky Tools and it'll be online. But yeah, that'll do it for today. Make sure you're subscribed and you like and you do the stuff and buttons and things. I'll be live in about an hour again I'm gonna do a POV drive for the Sunset, and yeah, see you then.